Have you ever heard someone say, just visualize it and the universe will give it to you? Sounds fluffy, right? But what if I told you there's a deeper logic behind this idea, one that taps into quantum physics, neuroscience, and how your brain literally filters reality? And here's the real kicker. Quantum manifestation is simple, almost too simple, but barely anyone truly practices it. Why? Let's unravel that, step by step. Let me take you back to a story. A woman named Sarah worked a boring 9-to-5 job. Every day she imagined herself doing art full-time, selling her pieces and living by the ocean. But instead of stopping at wishful thinking, she did something different. Every morning she acted as if it was already true. She felt it in her body. She visualized her studio. She sent emails to galleries before she even had a full portfolio. Within a year, her reality changed. Coincidence? Luck? Or was it something else? At its core, quantum manifestation is based on one idea. Your thoughts, and more importantly, your emotions affect the probability of outcomes. Now I know what you're thinking. Sounds like science fiction. But hang on. In quantum physics, particles don't exist in one place until they're observed. They live in a wave of possibilities. Only when someone measures them do they collapse into one position. So, what if your attention, your focused, emotionally charged thoughts, work the same way? What if reality is less about reacting to the world and more about collapsing possibilities based on what you expect to happen? Here's where neuroscience joins the party. Your brain takes in about 11 million bits of information per second. But guess how many you consciously process? About 40. That's it. The rest? Your brain filters it out based on your beliefs, identity, and focus. That's why if you believe I'm unlucky, you literally miss opportunities around you. It's not that they're not there, you just don't see them. So when people say your thoughts create your reality, it's not just spiritual poetry, it's how your brain works. But let's go even deeper for a moment. Have you ever noticed that when you're obsessed with something, like a specific car model, a word, or a person, you suddenly start noticing it everywhere? That's not magic. That's your reticular activating system, or RAS, doing its job. The RAS is a little bundle of neurons in your brainstem that acts like a personal assistant. It filters reality to show you only what you care about. Set a goal, and the RAS says, got it. I'll find the patterns that match. It's like tuning into a radio station. When you dial into 98.7 FM, you don't hear 103.5. Even if it's broadcasting right now, you won't receive it. Why? Because you're not on that frequency. Your emotions, beliefs, and focus are the tuner. Reality is the broadcast. Now you're probably thinking, if it's this powerful, why don't more people actually use it? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. It's so simple, the brain doesn't take it seriously. It doesn't feel like hard work. We're trained to believe effort must be painful to be valuable. Sitting still, visualizing your goal, feeling it in your body, writing it out in a journal. It feels too easy, too childlike. But that childlike state, that's the theta brainwave state, the state of imagination, learning, and deep programming. It's the gateway to your subconscious, and that's where real change happens. People also quit too early. They try it once or twice and think, well, nothing happened. It's like planting a seed. You water it daily before it breaks the soil. Let's make it practical. Here's a 3-step process to start manifesting in a quantum-aligned way. Simple. but powerful if done consistently. Step 1. Clarity plus emotion. Don't just write a goal. Feel it. Your brain responds to emotion, not just logic. Instead of saying, "I want to make more money," say, "I'm so excited to wake up every day doing work I love that pays me well." Close your eyes. Imagine that scene. Make it a movie in your mind. Step 2. Daily embodiment. Act as if it's already happening. That doesn't mean pretending you're rich while ignoring rent. It means making decisions like someone who already trusts it's on the way. Would you stress over every little thing if you knew your dream life was inevitable? Start with small shifts. Post the art. Send the email. Say no to what doesn't align. Step 3. Let go of how. This is the hardest part. You don't control the route, just the destination. Quantum outcomes often happen through coincidences and chance meetings. Your job is to stay in the frequency of belief, not micromanage the path. Remember, the how is the universe's job. Your job is belief plus action. Let's add one more layer, and it might be the most important one. Your identity sets the ceiling for what you'll allow yourself to receive. You can visualize success all day long, but if deep down you believe, "I'm not the kind of person who gets lucky," or "I always mess things up," then guess what? Your subconscious will quietly steer your choices to match that story. This is where inner work meets quantum work. You're not just manifesting outcomes, you're manifesting from your sense of self. So instead of asking, "What do I want to manifest?" try asking, "Who do I need to become to live that reality with ease?" Because when you shift your identity from someone who's hoping to someone who's certain, everything changes, opportunities appear, you make different decisions, and suddenly you're not chasing the dream. You're living in alignment with it. That's not just manifestation, that's transformation. So if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Quantum manifestation isn't magic, it's not instant. But it is real. If you're willing to believe and act in alignment, let it be simple, let it feel natural. And above all, let yourself imagine again. Because the life you want, it's not far away, it's just waiting for you to see it. If this resonated, take a moment to reflect. What are you manifesting right now? Stay curious and stay in the frequency of what's possible.